In the journey towards financial independence, saving money is a big key, but numerous obstacles often stand in the way, making it hard for us to build a secure future. From high living expenses to mounting debt, the path to saving money can seem riddled with challenges. Yet with the right strategies and mindset, these obstacles can be overcome. So today, we're going to dive deep into 7 common financial hurdles individuals face when attempting to save money, and I'm going to give you some practical solutions to navigate through those obstacles. Number 1, let's start with high living expenses. At the forefront of financial obstacles lies the burden of high living expenses. From rent, mortgage payments, to utility bills and groceries, the cost of daily living can quickly eat into our income, leaving little room for savings. To overcome this challenge, it's very important to assess your expenses very carefully. Start by creating a detailed budget that outlines every single expense, no matter how small. Identify some of the areas where you're spending a little bit too much and see if anything can be trimmed. Whether it's dining out less frequently or negotiating lower rates on some essential services, by adopting this frugal mindset and prioritizing your needs over wants, you can carve out some space in your budget for meaningful savings. The next financial obstacle is debt burden. Debt in its various forms poses a significant obstacle to saving money. Whether it's credit card debt, student loans, or hefty mortgage payments, the weight of debt can feel insurmountable. However, there are strategies to chip away at this burden and pave the way for you to be going towards financial independence. Consider consolidating high interest debt into a single, more manageable loan with low interest rates. I know we're not in a low interest rate market right now, but there may be an opportunity for that in the future. Alternatively, explore refinancing options to secure better terms on existing loans. Additionally, prioritize debt repayments by allocating any extra funds towards the highest interest debt first while maintaining minimum payments on others. They call that the debt avalanche method. Personally, I like the debt snowball method to pay down debt, but to each his own. And if you like to go ahead and knock out the high interest debt that may be comparable to the some other ones that have lower interest, well, that makes sense. Start with those high interest debts, especially if they're around the same amount as your lower interest rate debts. But with diligence and determination, you can gradually start to knock down the debt load and redirect the funds that you're paying for your debts, whatever you owe, towards savings and building wealth. The third financial obstacle is lack of budgeting skills. One of the most common obstacles to saving money that I see is a lack of effective budgeting skills. Without a clear understanding of where your money is going, it can be challenging for you to allocate the funds you need to your savings. To overcome this hurdle, you gotta start by tracking expenses diligently for at least a month. Some people will say 90 days, 30 to 90 days, because that's around the time that you start to develop good habits and are able to maintain that. But this kind of exercise will shed light on spending patterns and highlight areas where adjustments can be made. Next, create a realistic budget that accounts for all income and expenses. I'm talking about every single dollar that's coming in and every single dollar that's going out. And all the while, you want to leave a little room for savings. Try to use online budgeting tools or apps that help streamline this process, that help you stay on track. By honing budgeting skills and adopting a proactive approach to financial management, you can take control of your finances and bolster your savings efforts. Financial obstacle number 4, low income. There's no other way to say it, but yes, having a low income for so many people is a financial obstacle for them to be able to save money. For many individuals, a low income presents that formidable barrier to saving money and building wealth. When every penny is earmarked for essential expenses, saving can feel like an unattainable luxury. However, there are avenues to explore for increasing your income and enhancing your financial stability. Alternatively, and I talk about this all the time, explore side hustles or freelance gigs to help supplement your income streams. Even small increments of additional income can make a significant difference in bolstering savings over time. By taking proactive steps, you can increase your earning potential and you can overcome the limitations imposed by a low income and pave the way to financial resilience. You got this. Financial obstacle number 5, impulsive spending. How many of us are guilty of this? Impulse spending poses a sneaky threat to our saving endeavors, luring us into unplanned purchases and draining our resources. To combat this obstacle, cultivate mindfulness around good spending habits. Before making any non-essential purchase, pause and ask yourself if it aligns with your long-term financial goals. Implement a waiting time for larger purchases, giving yourself time to consider whether the item is truly necessary. Additionally, if you're able to create a discretionary spending budget to allocate funds for those times where you just have to spend money and don't want to feel guilty about it. But by practicing restraint and exercising discipline, you can curb impulse spending and redirect those funds towards meaningful savings goals. The sixth financial obstacle is a lack of emergency fund. Without a robust emergency fund, unexpected expenses can wreak havoc on your finances, derailing your efforts to save money in the process. To overcome this obstacle, prioritize building an emergency fund that covers at least 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. Start by setting achievable goals and automating contributions to your emergency fund. Consider opening a high-yield savings account to maximize interest earnings and keep the funds easily accessible in times of need. By establishing a financial safety net, you can weather unexpected storms with confidence and keep your savings goals on track. Yes, financial storms will come, and you want to try your best to be prepared for those unexpected events where you have to spend a little bit of money to take care of these random emergencies that have their own way of showing up at the worst of times. Financial obstacle number 7, financial illiteracy. Many individuals face this obstacle of financial illiteracy, lacking the knowledge and the skills necessary to navigate complex financial decisions effectively. To overcome this hurdle, invest in financial education and empower yourself with knowledge. Seek out reputable sources of information, whether it's books, podcasts, online resources, to deepen your understanding of personal finance topics. Consider even enrolling in a financial literacy course or attending workshops led by experts in the field. I'll be honest, before I started on this personal finance journey, I took Dave Ramsey's Financial Peace University course, and it was a great course to just get the foundation started for me and my family to get on the right path toward financial independence. But now I listen to podcasts like Choose FI, The White Coat Investor, Paul Merriman's YouTube channel, which I will put links in the description below so that way you can check it out and educate yourself and be surrounded by folks and people who are going to give you the education to better yourself financially. Saving money is not easy, but there is this one expense, this one wealth killer that I really want you to be careful about. The video on the screen is going to go into the details. Check it out. Remember to subscribe, and I'll see you over there. Peace.